Do your joints ache more than they used to? Is it getting harder to enjoy simple things like a walk around the block, or even a good night's sleep without that dull, nagging pain? Maybe you've been dealing with acid reflux that sneaks up on you after dinner, or embarrassing foot odor that no amount of soap seems to fix. You're not imagining things. These issues tend to show up more often as we get older. But here's the good news. What if I told you that a simple, inexpensive powder sitting quietly in your kitchen cabinet could help relieve all of that and more? You won't believe what a pinch of baking soda can do. In fact, when used the right way, it can help with 13 of the most common health problems seniors deal with every single day. It's frustrating when you feel like your body is working against you, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Maybe you've noticed that after almost every meal, that uncomfortable burn in your chest shows up like clockwork, or your knees feel tight and sore just from getting out of bed in the morning. Even brushing your teeth can feel like a battle if they've become sensitive to cold or heat. And let's not even talk about how tired you feel, even after what should have been a full night's sleep. Then there's the embarrassment of foot fungus, or that stubborn odor that just won't go away. No matter how clean you keep yourself. It's easy to feel discouraged, even helpless, but you're not alone, and you're definitely not out of options. Now imagine reaching for something that's already in your kitchen, something so ordinary, you probably haven't given it a second thought in years. That little box of baking soda sitting quietly in your pantry? It might just be one of the most powerful home remedies you've ever used. Today, we're going to explore how this humble powder can become your secret weapon against some of the most common and frustrating health issues. No need for pricey prescriptions, complicated routines, or trips to the pharmacy, just practical, affordable relief that's been hiding in plain sight all along. Baking soda has been around for generations, long before most of us were even born. Back in the day, our grandparents didn't have a pharmacy on every corner, so they turned to what they had, and baking soda was one of their go-to remedies. It was used to calm upset stomachs, clean wounds, freshen breath, and even soothe skin irritations. What made it so special then still holds true today. It's gentle, affordable, and incredibly versatile. At its core, baking soda is a natural substance called sodium bicarbonate. It works by helping to balance pH levels, which is just a fancy way of saying it can neutralize acid and help restore calm to an irritated system. That's why people have used it for everything from relieving heartburn to soothing sore muscles. It's not magic, it's just science, and a little bit of wisdom passed down through time. Now it's important to say this clearly. While baking soda has many uses, this video isn't meant to replace professional medical advice. If you're dealing with a health condition or you're on medication, be sure to talk with your doctor before trying anything new, even something as simple as baking soda. Your safety always comes first, and every body is different. But if used mindfully and correctly, this small white powder might just make a big difference in how you feel day to day. Baking soda might look simple, but inside that soft white powder is something pretty powerful. It's made of a compound called sodium bicarbonate, and when it comes in contact with acid, whether in your stomach, your mouth, or even on your skin, it reacts by neutralizing that acid. That's not just a chemistry lesson, it's the secret behind how baking soda helps calm heartburn, soothe irritated skin, and even fight off unwanted bacteria. Our bodies work best when they're balanced, especially when it comes to pH levels. When your system gets too acidic, that's when you start to feel things like burning in your chest, inflammation in your joints, or discomfort in your digestive tract. Baking soda steps in like a tiny peacekeeper. It helps bring those pH levels back into balance, easing irritation and giving your body a break from all that stress. And here's something else that makes baking soda so special. It's naturally antibacterial. That means it can help reduce the kind of bacteria that cause bad breath, body odor, and even skin infections. It's like having a mini cleaning crew working gently inside and out, helping to create a more comfortable, healthier environment for your body to thrive in. So when we say it's powerful, we really mean it. It's simple science with real-life benefits you can feel. Now, before you rush off to add baking soda to everything, let's talk about how to use it safely, especially if you're over 60. While it may be natural and affordable, like anything else, baking soda needs to be used with care. A little goes a long way, and more is not always better. If you're thinking about using baking soda internally, like mixing it with water to ease heartburn or bloating, the general guideline is about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon stirred into a full glass of water. Sip it slowly, and never take it on a full stomach, or too close to a heavy meal. And definitely don't take it more than once or twice a day, unless your doctor tells you it's okay. Too much can throw off your body's natural balance and cause more harm than good. It's also very important to be cautious if you're taking certain medications, especially ones that affect your kidneys, heart, or blood pressure. Baking soda contains sodium, and if you're on a low-sodium diet or taking diuretics, it could raise your sodium levels and cause complications. For those with kidney issues, it's even more important to speak with a healthcare provider first. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering out extra substances, and if they're not functioning properly, baking soda could build up in your system and create problems instead of solutions. And don't mix baking soda with acid-heavy drinks like orange juice or vinegar, especially not to drink it. You might see videos online telling you to do this for a detox, but trust me, it's not only unnecessary, it could be harmful. Stick to gentle, safe use and always listen to your body. When used wisely, baking soda can be a simple, supportive part of your wellness routine, but safety comes first, always. Heartburn and acid reflux are two of the most common issues that seem to show up more often as we age. You might notice that after a hearty meal, or even just a small snack, you get that burning feeling rising in your chest. Sometimes it feels like it's creeping up into your throat, leaving an awful taste behind. It's uncomfortable, it can disturb your sleep, and it makes eating feel more like a risk than a pleasure. For seniors, this problem tends to get worse, because the muscles that keep stomach acid in place may weaken over time, and certain medications or changes in diet can make it even harder to manage. This is where baking soda can offer some real relief. Because it's alkaline, it works to neutralize the excess acid in your stomach that causes that burning sensation. One simple way to use it is by making what's often called baking soda water. Just dissolve about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda into an 8-ounce glass of cool water. Stir it well until it's completely dissolved. Sip it slowly, don't gulp it down. You don't need to drink the whole glass quickly, let it settle into your system gently. The best time to take this is when you're actually experiencing mild heartburn, or just starting to feel that acid buildup after eating. It's not meant to be used every day like a regular medicine. Think of it as an occasional rescue remedy when you really need it. Also, avoid lying down right after you take it. Give your body some time to settle. And if you find yourself needing baking soda water more than a few times a week, that's a sign to check in with your doctor, because there might be something deeper going on. Always remember, this isn't about curing a condition overnight. It's about managing occasional discomfort in a simple, natural way. Baking soda won't solve every case of acid reflux, but for many seniors, it can offer quick, gentle relief when those fiery moments strike. Urinary tract infections can be especially uncomfortable, and unfortunately they tend to happen more often as we get older. For seniors, even a mild UTI can lead to serious discomfort, including burning during urination, constant urges to go, and that lingering feeling that your bladder's never quite empty. If you've experienced it, you know how frustrating and exhausting it can be. Now, while baking soda isn't a cure for a UTI, and it's no replacement for proper medical treatment, it may offer short-term relief by helping to reduce the acidity in your urine. When your urine is too acidic, it can make that burning feeling even worse. Baking soda, being alkaline, can help balance the pH levels just enough to ease some of that sting. To try it, you would follow the same method as with heartburn. Dissolve about 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water, and sip it slowly. This can sometimes help dull the harsh burning sensation, giving you a bit of relief while you wait to see your doctor or start your prescribed treatment. But, and this is important, you should never rely on baking soda as your only response to a UTI. These infections need proper medical care, especially for older. Left untreated, a UTI can spread and cause serious complications. So think of baking soda as a short bridge, not the road. It might help you feel a little better in the moment, but it's not the full solution. Always follow up with your healthcare provider if you suspect an infection. Your comfort matters, but so does your safety. Tooth sensitivity can turn something as simple as sipping a hot cup of tea or biting into an apple into a painful surprise. As we get older, our enamel naturally wears down, and that protective barrier on our teeth starts to thin. Suddenly, you feel every hot, cold, or sweet bite in a way you didn't used to. Add in years of brushing, chewing, and maybe even dentures or dental work, and it's no wonder many seniors struggle with oral discomfort. Baking soda has long been used as a gentle, natural way to clean teeth and freshen breath. When used properly, it can help reduce plaque buildup, lift surface stains, and even reduce that gritty feeling you get after a long day. One of the simplest methods is making a paste. Just mix a small amount of baking soda with a few drops of water until it forms a soft, spreadable texture. Then, using a soft bristled toothbrush, gently brush your teeth with the paste in small circular motions. Take your time. There's no need to scrub hard. Let the baking soda do the work. What's great about baking soda is that it's mildly abrasive, enough to polish away stains and neutralize acids in your mouth, without being harsh. If you're careful, it can help whiten your teeth naturally over time, and keep your breath feeling fresher too. And because it helps neutralize bacteria-friendly acids, it can also support better gum health. But here's the key: moderation. You don't want to brush with baking soda more than 2 or 3 times a week. Doing it too often, or brushing too hard, can start to wear down enamel instead of protecting it. If your teeth are already sensitive, start slow, and see how your mouth responds. And always use a light touch. Your teeth aren't tiles, and you're not scrubbing a floor. Used wisely, baking soda can be a helpful tool in your oral care routine, simple, gentle, and effective, without the need for pricey products. And that smile of yours? It deserves to feel good as much as it looks good. Joint pain has a way of sneaking into your life and settling in like an uninvited guest. Whether it's your knees, hips, hands, or shoulders, that dull, stiff ache can make everyday tasks feel like a chore. Climbing stairs, tying your shoes, or even getting up from a chair takes more effort than it used to. For many seniors, this pain comes from inflammation, your body's way of protecting itself, that over time can start doing more harm than good. Now, this may surprise you, but baking soda might actually play a role in calming some of that inflammation. Researchers have found that baking soda, when used properly, may help reduce the activity of certain cells in the immune system that contribute to chronic inflammation and pain, especially in conditions like arthritis or autoimmune flare-ups, where the body attacks its own tissues. This simple powder could offer some natural relief. When taken in small amounts, baking soda appears to shift the body's internal balance away from an overactive immune response. It's like sending a gentle signal to your system to cool things down. Of course, it's not a cure, and it's not for everyone, but used carefully and occasionally, it can be a helpful part of your routine. One gentle way to try this is by making a homemade anti-inflammatory tonic. Mix about a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water, and if your doctor gives the okay, drink it on an empty stomach, maybe once every few days. Some people like to add a slice of lemon, not for acidity, but to boost flavor and digestion. Just don't mix it with anything acidic, like vinegar or citrus juice directly, as that changes how baking soda behaves. And always be mindful of your sodium intake. Baking soda is high in sodium, so if you're on a restricted diet or have high blood pressure, it's even more important to speak with your healthcare provider first. But for many older adults, looking for gentle, affordable ways to manage stiffness and swelling, this simple solution might just offer a little more comfort and a lot more freedom in your day. Itchy skin can feel like a constant distraction, an irritating whisper you just can't ignore. Whether it's dry patches on your arms, irritation around your ankles, or the frustrating flare of eczema, skin discomfort becomes more common as we age. Our skin naturally loses moisture over time, making it more vulnerable to rashes, flakiness, and sensitivity. And when that itch strikes, scratching only makes things worse. That's where baking soda comes in as a gentle, natural way to calm your skin. One of the simplest and most soothing remedies is a baking soda bath. Just fill your tub with warm, not hot, water and sprinkle in about 1/2 cup of baking soda. Swirl it around until it fully dissolves, then soak for 15 to 20 minutes. It's like giving your skin a chance to hit the reset button. The baking soda helps neutralize irritants, soften rough patches, and restore a healthier pH to your skin's surface. For areas with more concentrated dryness or rash, you can make a skin-soothing paste. Mix a tablespoon of baking soda with just enough water to form a thick, smooth consistency. Gently apply it to the itchy spot, leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse off with cool water. It's especially helpful for calming eczema flare-ups, heat rashes, or irritation from things like bug bites, or mild allergic reactions. And if your feet tend to get dry and itchy, a simple foot soak can work wonders. Add a few tablespoons of baking soda to a small basin of warm water, and let your feet relax for 10 to 15 minutes. It not only soothes the skin, but can help reduce odor and soften rough heels too. Just remember, baking soda is for gentle occasional use. If your skin is cracked, bleeding or severely inflamed, skip the home remedies, and check in with your doctor or dermatologist. But for everyday relief from the itchiness and irritation that often comes with aging skin, this simple pantry item might just be the secret to feeling a little more comfortable in your own body again. Foot odor isn't something we love to talk about, but it's something many people quietly deal with, especially as we get older. Maybe you've noticed your shoes smell musty, or your feet feel damp even when you haven't been sweating much. Sometimes it's just daily wear and tear, but often it's caused by a buildup of bacteria, or even a mild fungal infection that thrives in warm enclosed shoes. Baking soda is one of the simplest, most natural ways to fight both the smell and the root of the problem. It works in two powerful ways. It absorbs moisture and neutralizes odors. It also helps create an environment where bacteria and fungus can't thrive. That means fresher feet, and less chance of irritation, peeling, or embarrassing smells. A great way to start is with a baking soda foot soak. Fill a small tub or basin with warm water, and add about 3 tablespoons of baking soda. Soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes. It's not just relaxing, it's cleansing. The baking soda gently draws out odor-causing bacteria, and helps soften tough skin, especially around the heels and between the toes. For even more benefit, consider making this part of your weekly routine. After soaking, pat your feet dry thoroughly, especially between the toes. Moisture is where fungus likes to hide, so keeping your feet dry afterward is key. You can even sprinkle a small amount of dry baking soda into your shoes overnight, or directly into your socks, before wearing them, especially if you're prone to sweating or walking long distances. And if you deal with fungal issues like athlete's foot, this routine can make a real difference. Baking soda won't replace antifungal medications if the infection is advanced, but it can help reduce symptoms and prevent it from coming back. Think of it as a natural, affordable way to stay one step ahead, literally. With just a bit of consistency, you can walk more comfortable, more confidently, and definitely more odor-free. After a long day, sore muscles and body aches can feel like a weight you just can't shake. Maybe your lower back feels tight from standing or sitting too long, or your legs feel heavy after walking. For many older adults, these aches become a daily companion. They're not always caused by something serious. Sometimes it's just the natural wear and tear of aging, or maybe a little too much gardening, or reaching up into that cabinet. But that doesn't mean you have to live with the discomfort. One of the most relaxing ways to ease that tension is with a warm soak using baking soda and Epsom salt. This combination works beautifully together. Epsom salt brings in magnesium, which can help relax tight muscles, while baking soda helps calm inflammation and soothes the skin. To prepare you with, fill the tub with warm water, not too hot, especially if you have sensitive skin or blood pressure concerns, and add half a cup of baking soda and 1 full cup of Epsom salt. Swirl it around until everything dissolves. Once you're in the water, give yourself at least 20 minutes to really let the warmth sink in. Focus on your breathing, maybe play some calming music, and just let the tension melt away. The minerals help ease cramping and soreness, and the baking soda can even help your skin feel softer and less irritated. If you don't have a full tub, you can still do a partial soak, maybe a foot bath, or a soak just for your legs or arms. It's amazing what even a small moment of stillness and warmth can do for your body. After your bath, Dry off gently and consider following up with a little self-massage, using a gentle lotion or oil. The goal is to keep the muscles loose and the circulation flowing. This isn't just about physical relief, it's about giving your body a message. I hear you, and I'm taking care of you. Sometimes that's all we really need. A few quiet moments, some warm water, and a natural remedy that's been trusted for generations. That tight, bloated feeling in your belly, it can sneak up after a meal and leave you feeling heavy, sluggish, and even a little embarrassed. It's especially common as we get older. Our digestion slows down, we become more sensitive to certain foods, and suddenly something as simple as beans, bread, or even vegetables can leave us feeling uncomfortable for hours. But here's something simple and natural that may help ease that pressure: baking soda mixed with lemon water. It's an old-fashioned remedy that's been used for generations to calm the stomach and relieve gas. When mixed together, baking soda and lemon create a gentle fizz that can help neutralize stomach acid and support smoother digestion. It's not about masking symptoms, it's about helping your body get back to balance. To try this at home, start with a glass of room temperature water. Squeeze in the juice of half a fresh lemon, not only for flavor, but because lemon stimulates digestion and helps get things moving. Then add just a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. Let it bubble and settle for a few seconds before sipping slowly. Don't chug it, give your body time to respond. Most people find this combination especially helpful after a heavy meal, or when they're feeling gassy, bloated, or slightly nauseous. It can gently settle the stomach without harsh chemicals or expensive antacids. But like all things, moderation is key. Because baking soda contains sodium, this remedy isn't something to use every day, especially if you have high blood pressure, kidney concerns, or are on a salt-restricted diet. If you're unsure whether it's right for you, speak with your doctor first. But for those occasional moments when your belly feels tight, and your pants suddenly feel a size too small, this gentle mix can bring real comfort. It's a reminder that sometimes the best solutions aren't found in a pharmacy, they're already waiting for you right in your kitchen. Body odor can be a sensitive topic, but it's one that many seniors quietly face, even when they're doing everything right. You shower, you stay clean, you wear fresh clothes, but still, sometimes you notice an odor that wasn't there before. This isn't about hygiene, it's about how our bodies change with age. Thinner skin, changes in hormone levels, and medications can all play a role. And if you've been using the same store-bought deodorant for years, it might not be doing the trick anymore. Or worse, it might be irritating your skin. That's where baking soda steps in again, as a natural, affordable solution with real results. Because baking soda helps kill odor-causing bacteria, it makes an excellent base for a gentle DIY deodorant. To make your own at home, just mix a tablespoon of baking soda with a tablespoon of cornstarch or arrowroot powder, and add just enough coconut oil to create a creamy paste. You can even stir in a drop or two of essential oil like lavender or tea tree for a fresh scent and extra antibacterial benefits. Apply a small amount under your arms, just a light layer is enough. You'll be amazed at how fresh and dry it keeps you, even on warm days or after some light activity. And because it's free of harsh chemicals, it's a great choice for sensitive skin. That said, everyone's body is different. If you notice redness or irritation, don't panic. Just reduce the amount of baking soda, or try using it every other day. Sometimes, the skin just needs time to adjust to something new and natural. If you're especially sensitive, consider doing a small patch test first on the inside of your wrist. That way, you can see how your skin reacts before applying it more widely. Many people who've switched to baking soda-based deodorants say they feel cleaner, drier, and even more confident throughout the day. So if you've been frustrated with body odor and tired of the sticky, chemical-laden deodorants lining store shelves, this could be the refreshing change you've been looking for. It's simple, it's effective, and it might just help you feel a little more like yourself again. If you've ever dealt with gout, you know it's not just a little discomfort, it's sharp, throbbing pain that can make it almost impossible to walk, sleep, or even rest your foot on the floor. It often strikes at night, most commonly in the big toe, and when it hits, it feels like fire in your joints. Gout happens when uric acid builds up in the blood and forms painful crystals in the joints. And while diet and medication are often used to manage it, some research and long-standing home remedies suggest that baking soda might offer a bit of natural support. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is known to raise the pH level in the body slightly, making it more alkaline. Why does this matter? Because a more alkaline environment may help the kidneys flush out excess uric acid more effectively. Some small studies and anecdotal reports have found that baking soda used in moderation can help reduce the sharpness and frequency of gout flares by promoting better uric acid elimination. One common method is to dissolve half a teaspoon of baking soda into a full glass of cold water and drink it slowly. This should be done no more than 2 or 3 times a day, and only for short periods, just a few days at a time. And again, it's not meant to replace prescribed gout medication, but rather serve as a natural support for your body's own balancing systems. Of course, if you have high blood pressure or kidney issues, this may not be the right remedy for you. Always talk with your doctor before trying anything new, especially something that affects your body's pH or sodium levels. In addition to baking soda, there are other natural habits that can help manage gout. Staying well hydrated helps flush uric acid from your system. Reducing red meat, sugary drinks, and alcohol, especially beer, can also make a big difference. And adding in more cherries, leafy greens, and vitamin C-rich foods may help reduce flare-ups. Gout pain can feel discouraging, even isolating at times. But knowing there are simple, accessible tools that may help you find some relief, even something as ordinary as baking soda, can bring a sense of hope. You're not powerless against your pain. Small steps, taken consistently, can lead to big changes. When cold and flu season rolls around, it can feel like your body is working double time just to keep up. The chills, the scratchy throat, that constant stuffy nose, it's exhausting, especially as we get older and our immune system isn't quite as quick to bounce back. Even a simple cold can linger longer, leaving you drained and frustrated. That's why having a few natural remedies in your back pocket can make all the difference. And yes, baking soda can be part of that recovery toolkit. Let's start with sore throats. If you've ever felt that dry, painful scratch at the back of your throat, you know how miserable it can be. One simple and surprisingly effective remedy is gargling with baking soda water. Mix about half a teaspoon of baking soda with a glass of warm water, and use it to gargle gently for 15 to 30 seconds before spitting it out. This helps neutralize acids, reduce bacteria, and soothe irritation. Some people add a pinch of salt too, which can enhance the soothing effect. But that's not all. Baking soda can also be used in combination with other gentle, immune-supporting ingredients to help you feel better faster. One popular combo is warm water, lemon juice, honey, and just a small pinch of baking soda. The lemon provides vitamin C, the honey coats your throat and calms coughing, and the baking soda helps reduce inflammation and balance acidity. Sip it slowly like a tea. When you feel run down, it's like a comfort blanket for your insides. For stuffy sinuses or head congestion, some people even add baking soda to saline nasal rinses to help flush out mucus and bacteria. But this should be done with care, and only using distilled or sterilized water, especially if you're new to nasal irrigation. The key with all of this is moderation and mindfulness. These remedies aren't magic cures, but they can give your body the extra support it needs to fight off illness naturally and gently. And in a world full of over-the-counter medications and strong chemicals, sometimes going back to basics, with ingredients your grandmother would have trusted, feels not just comforting, but right. So the next time a cold or flu tries to knock you off your feet, remember that relief might be just a few steps away in your kitchen. Simple, natural, and effective, that's the power of baking soda when it's used with care. Your kidneys do more than you might think. They filter your blood, balance fluids, manage minerals, and remove waste every single day without much recognition. But as we age, especially after 60, these hard-working organs can start to struggle. Sometimes it happens quietly, and before you know it, small issues become chronic ones. That's why supporting kidney health is so important, and for some people, baking soda may play a small helpful role. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, acts as a natural buffer in the body. That means it helps neutralize acids and keep your internal environment balanced. When the kidneys are under stress or not functioning at full capacity, Acid can start to build up in the blood, a condition known as metabolic acidosis. In some cases, doctors actually prescribe sodium bicarbonate to help manage this buildup and support kidney function. But, and this is a big but, it's absolutely essential to know when baking soda can help and when it could do more harm than good. If you already have a diagnosed kidney issue or are in the early stages of chronic kidney disease, baking soda should only be used under the guidance of your doctor. While it might help reduce acid load and ease kidney strain, it also adds sodium to your system, which can be risky if your kidneys are compromised or if you're on a low-sodium diet. Even if you're just looking to support healthy kidneys, it's important not to self-treat with baking soda long-term. Occasional, short-term use, like half a teaspoon in water once a day for a few days, may help rebalance your system after eating overly acidic foods or feeling unusually fatigued. But this isn't a daily supplement. It's a tool that should be used wisely and sparingly. Instead, the best way to support your kidneys naturally is to stay hydrated with clean water, eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, limit processed foods, and manage blood pressure and blood sugar levels. And if you're curious about using baking soda for kidney support, start that conversation with your healthcare provider. They can check your labs and tell you whether it's a safe fit for your situation. At the end of the day, your kidneys deserve as much care and attention as your heart or your joints. They work quietly behind the scenes, but with a little support and the right information, you can help them keep doing their job for years to come. Nail fungus and skin infections, especially around the toes, are more common than people like to admit, especially as we get older. It often starts small, a yellowish tint to the nail, maybe some thickening or flaking. At first, you might think it's just part of aging, but over time, that little change can turn into something more stubborn, itching, cracking, even pain when you walk. The good news? You don't always need expensive creams or prescriptions to start fighting back. Baking soda offers a surprisingly powerful natural way to support healthier skin and nails. Fungus loves warm, moist, and acidic environments, and unfortunately, our shoes and feet provide the perfect home for that. Baking soda helps by changing the pH and making it harder for fungus to thrive. It also has mild antifungal and drying properties, which makes it ideal for addressing these issues from the outside in. A simple toenail soak can be made by adding 2 tablespoons of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt into a basin of warm water, enough to cover your feet. You can add a few drops of tea tree oil or lavender oil if you'd like, both of which have natural antifungal benefits. Soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes, then dry thoroughly, especially between the toes. You can do this 2 to 3 times a week, consistently. If the nail itself is thick or discolored, try making a gentle paste with baking soda and just a touch of water. Apply it directly to the nail and surrounding skin, let it sit for about 10 minutes, then rinse and pat dry. This can be done every other day, or even daily if your skin tolerates it well. Consistency is key here. Fungal infections, especially in the nails, take time to clear. You may not see results right away, but over the weeks, with regular treatment, you can begin to notice a lightening of the nail, less odor and smoother skin around the nail bed. And of course, prevention matters just as much. Keep your nails trimmed, let your shoes air out, wear breathable socks, and make foot care part of your regular self-care routine. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Baking soda isn't a miracle cure, but when used regularly and wisely, it can be one of the most affordable natural tools in your wellness routine. I want to share a few stories from seniors just like you, people who decided to give baking soda a try, and found their lives quietly but meaningfully improved. Take Margaret for example. She'd struggled with painful acid reflux for years, often waking up at night feeling like her chest was on fire. After trying the BakingSodaWater remedy a couple of times a day, she told me she finally got a full night's sleep without reaching for antacids every hour. She said it felt like a weight had lifted, and she could enjoy her favorite foods again without fear. Then there's George, who had battled stubborn foot odor and athlete's foot for decades. He started soaking his feet twice a week with baking soda and Epsom salt, adding a drop of tea tree oil on days he felt extra bothered. After a month, he said his feet felt fresh and light, and he wasn't embarrassed to take his shoes off around the grandkids anymore. George joked, "I didn't think something as simple as kitchen baking soda could do what all those fancy creams couldn't." And I can't forget about Betty, who found that brushing her teeth with baking soda paste helped ease her tooth sensitivity. She described the difference as like turning the volume down on the pain. It didn't replace her dentist visits, but it gave her relief on the days when eating ice cream or sipping coffee used to send sharp jolts through her teeth. These stories aren't just about remedies, they're about hope. They're about reclaiming comfort, confidence, and the freedom to enjoy everyday moments. Baking soda might seem ordinary, but for many seniors, it's become a quiet companion in their wellness journey. Sometimes, it's the simplest things that make the biggest difference. And who knew? That humble box in your pantry might just hold a few of the solutions you've been searching for all along. It's important to clear up some common myths and avoid mistakes that can turn this helpful remedy into a problem. First off, baking soda is powerful, but that doesn't mean more is better. Overusing it, especially by drinking large amounts, can upset your body's natural balance, leading to issues like increased blood pressure or electrolyte problems. So always stick to recommended amounts, and never make it a daily habit without talking to your doctor. Another big mistake I see is mixing baking soda with vinegar and drinking it. This sounds like a natural detox, but when combined, they create a chemical reaction that produces carbon dioxide gas, which can cause bloating, discomfort, or even more serious digestive issues if consumed in large quantities. So keep those two separate, and avoid drinking that fizzy mix. Also, while baking soda helps with many symptoms, it's not a cure-all. If you're dealing with persistent or serious health problems, don't rely solely on baking soda. It's a tool, not a treatment plan. Always consult with your healthcare provider for proper diagnosis and care. Finally, beware of detox scams online that promise miracle results by using baking soda in excessive amounts or alongside other questionable ingredients. These can be harmful and are often based on misinformation. Remember, true health comes from balanced habits, good nutrition, hydration, movement, and proper medical advice, not quick fixes. By knowing what baking soda can and can't do, and using it safely, you can enjoy its benefits without falling into these common traps. It's all about smart, gentle care for your body. You've now heard about 13 different ways baking soda can quietly support your health, from easing heartburn and soothing sore muscles, to freshening your feet, and even helping with stubborn nail fungus. It's a versatile little powerhouse that's been trusted for generations, and now you have the tools to use it safely and effectively. Remember, the key is moderation and listening to your body. Whether you're mixing a gentle paste for your teeth, soaking your feet to banish odor, or sipping a small baking soda solution to calm acid reflux, always stick to the recommended amounts, and keep an eye on how you feel. Baking soda isn't a magic pill, but it's a natural, affordable, and surprisingly effective way to tackle many everyday challenges seniors face. With care and consistency, it can become a helpful part of your wellness routine, giving you more comfort, confidence, and ease as you enjoy your days. So keep that little box handy, and don't hesitate to reach out to your healthcare provider if you have questions. Here's to feeling better, one simple step at a time. Now that you know how baking soda can help in so many ways, the next step is to take action, gently and thoughtfully. I encourage you to talk with your doctor or healthcare provider about trying one of these baking soda remedies. They can help make sure it's a good fit for your unique health needs. Pick just one method that feels right for you. Maybe it's the foot soak for odor and fungus, or the gentle baking soda paste for sensitive teeth. Try it consistently for a week, and pay attention to how your body responds. Notice any changes in comfort, energy, or even mood. Keeping a simple journal can be a game changer here. Write down what you tried, when you did it, and how you felt afterward. Seeing your progress on paper is motivating and helps you stay connected to your health journey. Remember, this is about small steps leading to bigger improvements. You don't have to do everything at once, just start with one thing, give it time, and celebrate the little wins. Your body and mind will thank you for it. If you found this video helpful, and feel ready to give baking soda a try in your own health routine. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us reach more seniors just like you. And if you want more simple natural tips to support your well-being and enjoy life to the fullest, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest video. We've got plenty more coming your way, packed with easy-to-follow advice and real solutions that make a difference. So stick around, and let's keep taking these small but powerful steps toward better health together. Before you go, why not share this video with a friend, a sibling, or a parent who might be dealing with some of these common health struggles? Sometimes the simplest advice can be exactly what someone needs to feel better. And we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below, and tell us which baking soda remedy you're most excited to try. Your experience could inspire others in our community, and together we can all support each other on this journey to healthier, happier days.